Hi, I guess I'm live now. Here we are from Chopper History and presented by Indian Motorcycles and Law Tigers. And today we have a special guest, Bobby Seeger. Bobby from Indian Larry's has been a friend of ours for a long time. We did a lot of shows together. We traveled together back in the TV days. And Bobby is a real character. Um, he's a great guy, and he travels all over. He puts on a run, Aiden's run, and he's doing those runs all over the country. Um, and he'll explain more about them. We're going to talk about that, and I've got a couple of bikes for sale if anyone's interested. I have a 92 FLH, which I'm surprised hasn't sold yet. It's a real nice bike, real clean, runs great. I just went through it, and I have a fairing and lowers that go along with it for 5,500. And also, I have an 86 FXR, which I don't have pictures of right now, but it's a pretty cool bike. It's basically it's a stock bike with some extra chrome, Mikuni carburetor, and it's got a Perwood's paint job on it. It's got ghost flames on it, and pretty nice bike. It's been a lot of it's been redone, and I'm looking for like 6,500 for that one. So right now we will get to our guests now that we've talked about Indian and Law Tigers as sponsors. And so can we bring Bobby on? Hey, Bob.
How we doing, Dave?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm in what I thought would be sunny California.
Yeah.
And I'm in a cute little hotel. And it's not sunny. Which ain't the end of the world. What do we got here?
We're in California. Oh, boy. That's no...
Temecula.
Oh, okay. I think that's called the high desert, right?
Yeah. It's something else.
Yeah. My friend Wink Ella. You know Wink?
I've met him a few times, yeah.
Yeah, I think Wink lives out there in Temecula. But so tell us what you're doing in California.
California, for years, Biltwell's been doing these El Diablo runs. And every other year, I believe, I say, hey, I'm coming. This is going to be great. And for one reason or another, it never seems to pan out. So then Simo was like, hey, I'm going. And I was like, fuck, I'm definitely going. So Next thing you know, Otto got me a cute little bike.
Yeah.
I'm going to get up with them later. And I think we leave tomorrow morning, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Loosely. So it's going to be pretty neat. I've never been into the Baja over here. So I brought my passport, and
I don't think I've ever been down there either. Now that I think Tijuana is about the limit of mine. Yeah. Well, no, actually, I have been down. I have been to Mexico a few times now that I think about it, But no, the Baja, I've never been down. So how many riders usually you think on this run?
Oh, I have no idea. I'm terrible with paying attention to stuff. Yeah. I just like to make one little comment. I never think about Tijuana. And when it comes up, I think Handsome, Aaron Green, and myself, we walked into Tijuana, and that was a one-time, absolutely magnificent 24 hours.
Really?
I just want to say that. To go anywhere with that motherfucker is great. Yeah. But to go to Tijuana.
Hey, I'll tell you a quick story. Last time I was in Tijuana, me and Jimmy Leahy, I don't know if you know, Jimmy was my longtime best friend. He's dead now. But Jimmy was the original guy that we started the Hamsters together. And Jimmy was a character. So it was Jimmy and I and Bob Clark, who used to be the editor of Street Chopper, who's a good friend. So we drive down there. We park in a parking lot in the middle of the day. We're going to walk into Tijuana Center, and Bob had to take a squirt. So he goes over behind a building, and me and Jimmy start walking. Next thing I know, I see this cop running towards us, and he runs right by us, and he's going to arrest Bob for peeing in the fucking peeing in the public, so to speak.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Bob had to give the guy $100 to get out of that one. But and then a little while as we were leaving Tijuana, we pulled up to a traffic light, and there's this bum, what we thought was a bum, and he's leaning up against the traffic light, and he's got the big serape around him, and he's got the big sombrero, and he's looks pretty much like he's passed out, or mostly passed out. And so I said to Bob, "Stop, open your window. I want to take a picture of this guy." As I'm taking a picture of this guy, in one motion, he pulls out a gun out of his like serape, and he's looking around at us, waving this big pistol. So I didn't get the picture.
No picture.
I think that was the last two times I went to, or the last one time I went to Tijuana. But anyways, so when you do the run, and you're going to be in Mexico a couple days, I guess.
Be here till Monday afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we were going to come back Monday morning, but Otto says they go to an orphanage.
Oh, really?
And, I said, yeah, I can't skip on that. I'm up for it.
Yeah. So is it kind of a charity deal?
I guess they floated into a charity deal. I didn't remember until he said it a couple days ago.
Yeah.
But he goes down every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Just for tacos. They just go to fuck off and have tacos, man.
Yeah.
They've got the tacos here in town are killer. They go to LA, they're fucking delicious. They go into San Felipe to get tacos and go swimming. I go,
no kidding.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he does a lot of stuff like that. They don't really talk about much of that. And I'm not surprised, but it's like, wow, you can maybe either help the orphanage or setups like that a little bit more. Built well, they have a good reach.
Yeah.
For
sure. I'm sure an orphanage in Mexico is quite a bit different than what it would be in the United States.
Yeah.
Those kids would probably love to see a herd of bikers coming in, huh?
Right. Oh, yeah. That's it. So
yeah,
I brought a bunch of 10s, and I figure I don't know what they could do with $10, but they could probably do more than having be better than nothing.
Yeah, right. Hey, so Aiden's Run.
Yes.
Let's talk about Aiden's Run.
Yeah, I got a couple of them going on. It's pretty beautiful. We had one set up in Jersey for last weekend, but it turned into I think 4 days of fucking pouring rain. So Zipper, he turned it into a fundraiser for the day, and I think he raised like close to 10 grand.
Now, who is that?
Zipper, he's a Jersey guy, promoter. He's a character of all sorts. He's a fantastic guy. But he turned it around, and Jay from Hijinks, and there's a whole list of beautiful people that came out and either threw down gifts or donations, raffles, all that.
Yeah, I saw some from there.
Yeah. So it was good. A lot of people I know through social media that I'd never face to face met, so that was pretty nice. I thought it was pretty good. And then some of the regular characters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but it was wild because, Dave, I'm terrible with dates. I'm so terrible. October 1st. So the last day of September was the best time to get married, right? Because then I'd fucking remember that. I couldn't remember Elisa's birthday for probably 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm thinking about getting the divorce date on the other finger. But anyway, so I'm thinking that, man, the 20.
Oh.
Sounded really familiar. And then I don't take it for nothing. And Zipper, he says to me, his name's Steven. He says, I'm happy that you're letting me do the day on Aiden's the day he died. And I go, what are you talking about? I didn't even know that he died on the 29th. That's how fucked up, it's one way I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
On the other, it's like, listen, what would make the 29th any different than any other day,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
I
now,
exactly what.
I'm a person that enjoys bike clubs, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not in any bike club.
Yeah.
I think it would be more hazardous to my health.
Yeah.
So I don't do it, right?
Yeah. We've talked about that
We've
before.
talked about this before, right?
Yeah.
So now it's like with Barry, at Accurate, it's
Yeah.
like, God damn, we're in the same fucking club because with his son dying and
Yeah.
now with your daughter dying and with
Yeah.
my son dying, and God damn, it's like, oh, wow. So we're in a club that we didn't want to be in.
Yeah.
It's pretty, I mean, in a way, it's like, wow, you got something at least to share
Yeah.
when it becomes a moment, right? Which
What
we've talked about before. So it's,
what
anyway,
happened to Barry's son?
Barry's son, I don't know how many years ago he had died. Maybe 12 years ago. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Again, I was stuck with the dates,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he was in an accident and had passed away.
Oh,
Yeah.
that didn't.
Handsome. I think he was 16, maybe
Oh, yeah.
17. Fucking handsome.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Billy Lane named his kid after Barry's boy because, Billy had onto his fourth kid, and his fourth kid happened to be a boy.
Oh, he's got a boy now.
Yeah. Little white one.
Oh. So what did he name him?
Jennings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But again, you'll come across, I'm sure, hundreds of people to begin with, right? But
Yeah.
then it's going to be the sprinkling of people that can relate to what's up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But anyways, all right. So I'll just tell you quick on some of the rides. I had to write them down. We
Yeah.
do these rides just for, um, I'd say more for awareness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Elisa happens to be in Washington D.C. yesterday and today for newborn screening, and I couldn't really tell you all that shit because I'm terrible with that, just like dates and stuff.
Yeah.
But really, the big thing is awareness because all these states don't have it, and if all these states happen to have this, when they heel prick kids,
Yeah.
when they're born, you'd know what diseases they have, and I
Yeah.
think it's $1.50 or $2 per test. So it's really not. It's crazy that the insurance companies don't go down that road. They'd save millions,
Yeah. I'm surprised the doctors don't request it.
Yeah. I think they'd make crazy money on, because that's what they're geared for, right? I mean, that's their business.
Yeah.
But the millions of dollars to just watch, in my I can't say my experience, but the experience of watching my son,
Yeah.
it was like 10 million.
Yeah.
So it's like, and for what? To watch him die.
Yeah.
So anyway, so the point is we along with a lot of other people put on these Aiden rides just to raise awareness, and whatever money gets raised really goes into paperwork, which is not a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because it takes so much, but
Yeah.
well, families that can't afford to get to a doctor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't know how to hold this phone, Dave. It's fucking,
Well, I
said
beforehand, so I'd be ready. So I'm close to it, and so I think it's June 4th. You're doing Aiden's ride in Brooklyn.
we are, yes. Yeah.
And
Kind of excited. You could see by the picture that was
yeah.
from one of Brian Helm's pictures. Everybody gets out. Highway police in New York City are fantastic. They're 100% behind our foundation. They're they allow us to get to spots and take beautiful images.
Yeah. Well, so we're gonna come down for that. And,
fantastic.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Probably come down the day before. maybe, but we can talk about that, figure
Sure.
the logistics out of it. But yeah, definitely want to come down. Me and Jody and Laura, and
Awesome.
a few of my friends might come along with us. So we'll, but we're looking forward to it. It's been a
Yeah.
long time since I've been to New York City to ride with you guys.
I
Like
know. I know. I talked about it last time when I seen you, right?
exactly.
Yeah. No, it'll be good. It's good. It's fun. It's exciting. It's simple and smooth. And
Yeah, and
there's like
uh,
250 people show up.
yeah. Oh, I'll bet.
So,
Is that
you
the
know,
biggest one you think you have?
definitely. It
Yeah.
definitely is. Yeah. I'm fucked up with like I yes people and say, all right, let's do that Aiden's ride in your backyard,
Yeah.
whatever state. And then it could be a small town. I just want to see them happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But obviously, New York, we know a lot of people. It's
Right.
um, I don't know. People want to ride around in the borough.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
sometimes I think they shut us off with riding around in Manhattan.
Oh,
There's
they
been,
did.
yeah. I don't know. They cried about red lights,
Yeah.
sidewalks. It's, you know, people
Yeah.
want to have fun.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. That's all about.
It's all
Uh,
about fun.
when Larry was alive, and we were coming down for the block parties and
Yeah.
all the other stuff that we did back then. We had more fun. It was they were long weekends to say the least.
Yeah. I tried telling that to like John the painter and
Yeah.
Gabby and everybody. I say, man, if I can only tell you some of the fun things or like the borderline
Yeah.
shit, like just on the road.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know. Hey, so whatever happened to Larry's big chair there? That big king chair thing that he had.
Still got it. It's
Yeah.
sitting in the showroom. Oh yeah, got that and a
Yeah.
podium
Oh, okay.
because when we paired up, it was always a joke, how much he's the man, and made a little ghetto podium and painted it black for him.
Yeah.
And then I think it was Elisa that was making jokes about getting him a throne. And then this one guy that's in Brooklyn, Joe, he owns a company called Ready Set,
Yeah.
and she had him make the throne and make this podium with the big question mark, and
Yeah.
fucking Paul made a crazy purple seat,
Yeah.
like button pulled in seat.
Yeah.
Fucking, yeah. I think Pradke painted a little bit, some spots on it at the
Yeah.
time. I mean, it's gotten banged up. It's a
Yeah.
little over 20 years old, but
Yeah.
it's fantastic. I could barely fit my fat ass in it, but
Yeah.
people love it when they come in. We get a good amount of tourism,
Oh
and
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I can remember, Larry sitting in at shows.
Oh yeah, oh, he loved it.
Yeah. A great promotional deal. I mean,
Great, it's great.
yeah.
It
Yep.
fit him on a character side.
Yep. Yep. You and him were a really good pair. You both had a lot to offer. In different ways, and
Well,
it worked out great.
listen, I just believed in showing up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the floor was his. So
Yeah.
how can I put out the carpet for the floor that's his, right?
Yeah. Oh,
That
absolutely.
was that was the outlook then, and it's kind of still the outlook now. It was like didn't want to get into business with him, didn't kicked and screamed, fuck that. Next thing you know, we're in business
Yeah.
and walked in. I remember walking into the shop with almost maybe it's 6 feet, 5 or 6 feet, big piece of neon that said Indian Larry. Because I had told him, we're gonna get your name in lights, all goofball shit,
Yeah.
funny, but looking
Yeah.
back on it, it was great.
Now, who came up with the question mark thing?
He did. He had a few of them. One of his good friends, Jamie, is a tattoo artist, amongst many other things, and
Yeah.
he had tattooed a question mark on him. I mean, he might have had two of them tattooed on him. I'm trying to think of who was the other one. He got another one on his chest. I honestly can't remember if Little John did that one on him.
But
Yeah.
he didn't have much money. He kind of like went by the corny side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, he was more excited having a little dollar sign tattooed on his thumb.
Really.
Yeah. Funny, all funny jokes,
Yeah.
but Elisa, I'll give her the credit for being very rigid with him.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah, very
Absolutely.
rigid, and whatever he did on the road, he did on the road. You know, whether he felt like going left, she wouldn't say, "Hey, don't go left." She'd say, "You're an adult. You do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a good time." And we did for a short time. Overall, we
Yeah.
had a good time.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I've been interviewed many, many times with a question like, "Hey, so you knew Indian Larry. What'd you think of him?" And the first thing that comes to my mind, and I say it every time, he was truly a character.
yeah,
He was a true character in the motorcycle world.
right.
Uh, and yeah, it's sad that all that's so changed now. You know,
Oh yeah,
um, Bob, those days were so different than the way things are now. Um, it's just all these young guys out there will never really know what all of that stuff was like back in the day. The events and all the craziness and all that kind of stuff.
sure. There, it seems like it's all just about burnouts and everybody riding around in a little
Yeah,
circle.
and
There's a couple of them that really put it on, though.
Oh yeah,
The
I mean,
fucking the kids in between us. They're
yeah,
the
it is. It's
East
unbelievable.
Coasting alone. Just those
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
I know.
They come down religiously every year for the block party,
Yeah,
and for young guys that again they get it on. They don't give a fuck about nobody.
yeah,
They don't give a fuck about nothing but having a good time. They
yeah,
would have done fantastic 20, 25 years ago.
yeah. I did a swap meet in Stafford Springs, Connecticut 2 weeks ago, and those guys were there. They weren't performing, but a bunch of those guys were there.
Oh
But
yeah. Paulie Draggs sent me a picture of you and him.
who did?
Paulie Draggs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Even Sal, Coney Island Sal was telling me.
I remember him telling me. Yeah,
He's like, Dave's coming to the ride in Brooklyn. I go, fantastic.
yeah, yeah. Well, I had told you before we were going to come.
Yeah.
And that's going to be boy. We're going to have a busy month in June because we've got your deal on the first weekend, and then we're home, and then we've got Laconia, and
Yeah.
we'll be up Laconia for probably 5 days, and then we're home for 3 days, and then we go to Born Free.
Damn.
Yeah, so we'll be doing a lot of travel in June.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride up to Laconia with John the Painter.
Excellent. Good.
Yeah. His best friend Ed's got a place, and Ed's a funny motherfucker.
Really, you don't?
Yeah.
Do you?
Nah, I have no idea.
Yeah, right.
So I want to come back from there, and then I think I'm gonna go to Brazil for like 5 days.
Yeah.
Can't beat it,
Oh, I bet. You don't mind traveling out of the country?
I love it. I just want to travel until my body quits.
Yeah.
There's a lot to see. I've seen and grown so much more just from, you take the blinders off young.
Yeah.
Or the moment that it seems right. And life's just fantastic.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the benefits for myself
Yeah.
with the passing of my son
Yeah.
is that, if you don't open your eyes and enjoy what the moment really is, you're not going to enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
Therefore,
Couldn't agree more. You only live once. That's the deal.
Yeah. And you can make 100 plans.
Yeah.
Just try to follow through with one.
Oh, I know.
I
know. And fortunately, we get to travel a lot and, whatever it takes, we're just going to do it.
Right. No, I know you're a huge fan of fucking Get Up and Go.
Yeah.
No, which is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, Jody's out on the road. My God, she's been on the road for 10 days now. So she's in, yesterday she was in Vegas and on the Kyle Petty ride. I talked to her this morning. She was on top of some mountain. It was 10,000 feet above sea level, and the sign that said 10,000 feet above sea level had 2 feet of snow around it.
Fuck.
And it was 42 degrees at the time. So she's out riding today, but she said she's dressed for it, so she's doing all right.
Yeah. She's a professional.
Yeah. So,
but she has traveled tremendous. I love to hear. Every time I talk to her, it's like, and she don't want to sit around. I go, yo, let's go to the beach, and she's like, what's to do other than like maybe an hour at the beach?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, make 5 hours at the beach. Let's just eat and get brown on the beach. And she's just like, no.
Yeah. Well, I like the beach too. I love the beach. I love the water.
Yeah.
And, it's, I wish we could spend more time, in Sturgis, for many years, we would spend a day down at Lake Pactola. We would rent a pontoon boat, 6 or 8 of us, and we'd go and spend the whole day on the lake. I loved it. It was beautiful. Pactola Lake is like crystal clear. It's a man-made lake. It's really deep. There's a big dam there. But now, I mean, I'm in Sturgis for 7 days, and I don't have actually 8 days.
Yeah.
I don't have a day off. I mean, we have something going on every single day and almost every night. But, that's the way it is. I'm not complaining. And I don't want to stay any longer than that.
Yeah. Well, what you as one of the founders, I mean, shit, what you started around the world and everybody's looking to come. It's
a
lot of handshaking on top of what's laid out for the day, right?
Yeah, a lot of handshaking. Yeah. And but it's cool. I get to see people, as when you travel, you get to see friends that you only see when you're out on the road.
Right.
It's a great feeling to be able to travel and go to these places, and people from everywhere. They know you.
Yeah.
It's
that's one of the pluses, right? I mean,
absolutely, Bob. I mean, what other business could you be in other than motorcycles where you could do what we do?
Yeah.
And know the people that we know and be able to go anywhere in the country and borrow a bike, ride, put a roof over your head, whatever it takes.
It's true. Yeah. Sometimes it's easy to just go, hey, I already got a hotel room.
Oh, yeah.
Just for that one night of decompressing.
Yeah. No, I like.
Yeah.
Back in the day when we were traveling, when guys started, getting motorhomes and everything, I don't want a motorhome. I want a hotel that I can go to and shut the door and not be bothered anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You've always been a pickup truck and a trailer, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So what are you going to do for the rest of the day now that it's raining?
I was going to go over to Biltwell's, but I'm thinking I'll go get myself a nice meal.
Yeah.
There's a couple of spots Otto's brought me to in the past.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go to the movie theater, I think, and see what's playing.
Oh, cool.
It's unless I go to like say Utah, I go to Jeff Decker's.
Yeah.
I don't catch the movies much, but Kelly and Jeff love going to the movies, so it's fantastic.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. So it's like, okay, Bob, we got 5 o'clock. We're gonna be at the movie. Okay.
I think Jody's having dinner with Jeff on Saturday.
Wow, nice.
Because they get back into Salt Lake, I think maybe Friday or Saturday, and she was going to go out for dinner with Jeff.
Nice, that's good.
And then she's riding to San Francisco and bringing her bike and dropping it off at Ness's there for the hamster ride to Sturgis.
Right. She was telling me she wanted to do that.
Yeah.
She wants to do a portion that she didn't get to do before. Right. It was something.
that Dave wanted to do.
That Dave wanted to do. They've talked about, right?
So she's taking Dave's bike and running it across the part of the country that he never was able to do.
Yeah, yeah. But bringing ashes, right?
Yep.
Which is fantastic.
We took an old knucklehead spark plug and we cut the electrode out of it and we put his ashes in the spark plug and then we welded a dime onto the top of it to seal it. And it's in her saddlebag. So he's traveling with her.
Yeah, yeah. No, I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just got a license. Jody just got a license plate for that bike that says Mull on it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was his nickname, Mull.
Yeah, yeah.
So
what a guy.
That's cool.
Yeah, very cool. What else you got? You traveling much?
Am I?
Outside of the month of June? No, out of the country, huh?
No, out of the country. Well, I'm going to Tennessee.
That's kind of out of the country.
Actually, the weekend before your deal in Brooklyn, we're going to be in Tennessee. Jody's racing at Sons of Speed.
We're going to be there too. We're doing an Aiden's ride on Friday.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Track.
Yeah, so Billy had been wanting to do Aiden rides for a while, and we did one last year.
Yeah.
This year we're doing it on Friday. We're leaving out of Mike Wolf's place, or one of his many places.
Yeah.
And going to the track, hanging out.
Yeah. How long?
And then probably going to roll in Thursday and, I don't know, pack up and either leave Saturday night or Sunday.
Oh, okay. So you'll be there for you got a room?
I think she sent me the room, the hotel you guys are staying in, or she's staying in.
Yeah.
I think Gabby got me a room because I think Gabby's gonna go and maybe John.
Okay.
I'm not even 100% sure, but
well, we rented a car, so we can get back to the track.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And we're looking forward to it. It should be good. I hope the weather's good. It sounds like it's a pretty good party there at the track.
The track, that's a nice track. One of those, clay.
Yeah.
Clay. So it's fucking. I went last year. It was beautiful.
Yeah. This will be the first time she's raced on dirt, though, but she's looking forward to it.
Yeah, but she's a savage, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
holding all these records and kind of like just breezes through and.
Oh yeah.
You can't. She doesn't ride high enough on those things,
Yeah.
But it's fantastic. I'm looking forward to seeing you down there.
Yeah, me too. I'm sure we'll have some stories we can tell.
It'll be fantastic.
Yeah. I've got so many stories, but a lot of them I can't tell publicly.
You can't tell. I know. I said that to you before. I go, man, I wanted to tell Jody about when we were, and then I go, fuck, man.
Yeah, I know.
Just on a humor side, even at
exactly.
just simple humor. But then I go, it's easier for me to tell my daughter than to tell yours.
Yeah. Well, listen.
Anyway,
I'm gonna let you go.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, and it was good talking to you as always.
It's always.
We'll catch up in Tennessee, and we'll be looking forward to Aiden's ride in Brooklyn on June 4th.
Yeah.
So it's going to leave from your shop.
It'll leave from the shop. The highway will take us wherever.
Yeah.
And then we'll get back to the shop. We'll barbecue.
Yeah.
Variety of characters.
Yeah.
It should be something.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure it will.
I'm
sure it will.
But, all right. Well, again, thanks so much.
Okay. I'll talk
Hope you have a good afternoon.
Okay. You too, Bob.
All righty, Dave. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, that's our show for today. Bobby Seeger from Indian Larry's. And we talked about Aiden's run, which we'll be doing in Brooklyn on June 4th from Indian Larry's shop, Bobby's shop. And we want to thank Indian Motorcycles and Law Tigers, and also Vintage Pro Series, which is a paint company that we use. We use their clears, their primers, And it's great stuff. All the paint jobs we do are all finished in Vintage Pro. So look it up, and great stuff. And FBS tape also. We couldn't do the graphic jobs and the flame jobs without FBS. So thanks again, and see you next week.